Good evening. I'm recovering from today. Just an update. The video I just posted where I'm ugly crying. Please just know that me posting a video like that is up there in my worst nightmares. like I hate it. I hate it so much. But I don't really give a fuck at this point. What was I gonna say? I phoned the 811, spoke to a social worker, and I was like, yo, they're only gonna give me this much money. Like, do you have any other resources? And she started like from square one, like the usual speech that I've heard a million times that I know for a fact gets me nowhere. And I was like, no, like, you don't understand. Long story short, our call got disconnected and she sent the police to my house because she was worried about my safety, and I was just crying too hard. I couldn't like explain to her for the millionth time. Like, I've had to tell so many people about my whole situation, and anyway, so the cops show up at my house, and then 20 minutes later, the équipe de crise shows up at my house. And I was like, all right, come on in. It's literally like the third time this year that they've come. I explained to them again after I explained to the cops. And I'm like, look, unless you guys are going to take me to a équipe de crise emergency shelter where they will give me like regular direct deposits, like, you can't really help me. And they're like, yeah. And then they're like, don't you have friends that you can rely on? And I'm like, again, for the rest of my life, you want me to rely on my social circle? I don't think so. The whole thing took about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. And we went around in circles again. Everything they suggested to me, I have tried. They gave me the idea to go to a food bank, which I'm 100% down for. If they would give us anything other than like cereal and yogurt and white bread and canned shit. Canned shit's okay. But like, I can't eat that shit. You want me to like wake up at 8:30 in the morning to go wait in line to get like a head of browning iceberg? That's a great solution. So all of them were like, look, like, we know it's a broken system and we believe you, and we know how frustrated you are, and we wish that we could do something. And I'm like, and then I have to like fake, feeling better, and you're right, I feel hopeful now, blah, 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 just to get them out of my fucking house. Because it's like we're not even speaking the same language. Like, they're here to like talk me off a ledge with, your life is worth living. I know my life is worth living. It's extremely worth living. But I can't live it on that budget. Like, they show up and, it's great. Like, they're great people. They love their job. You can tell that they care about people. Even the cops, like, they were in my house for a long time. And we were talking and they were answering all of my questions. And, like, it was great. Like, they handled the situation really well. But they don't have any solutions for me. And they're not really allowed to tell me, like, well, yeah, I guess you're going to have to go and do what you got to do, because, Anyways, that's what happens. This is what happens when we have no mental health care. If anybody really wants to help me, find out where we need to protest. There's more of us than there are of them. Like, we just have to do it. Where do we go? I don't know. I'm in the researching stages.